This episode of Speakers of Heidelin is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our Supreme and Master Speakers, Omeji Cat Comet, Arisu Yamakawa, Alex Franco AV, Winebow Brood, Aurora Templeton, Psyche, Azuta Starbreeze, Cletus Oreo, Nina Grimstarter, Lily Black, Bob Cece, Mictor Robintow, Anathus Moonscar, Pamela Isley, Elenriel Maximus, Coderuth Novelist, Mira Miri, Celestau Nutrell, Lazy Boy, Luke Osborne, Pandaloo Stormarrow, Tex, Kylin, Arthur Law, Beridan Derard, Cypup, Spencer Christmas, Noy Fafnir, Celine DeLune, Edwin, Wibsta Wolf, Severa, Sir Kabarakil, Kazran, Ventos Tia, Ryark Forbear, Leighton the House, Tony, Arcadia Lunashine, Umbral Wind, Framboise Zakuro, Bergie, Fudge, Sephiel, Cafe, and Nat Clay. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/SpeakersXIV. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Heidelin.
Good evening, Aorsians. Welcome to Speakers of Heidelin's episode 398. I am Lakeel Bravestone, and I'm joined today. Please hold on me for a second while
I'm gripping.
Grip me. Okay, you're gonna stay on me for a little longer. You see, we just have a day. I'm joined today by Georgi Wiston, Mela Vanadar, and Rollo Des. Hello. Wow, what a day. It's April 20th, 2024, and we are back again to talk about...
Blaze it.
Yeah. Smoke
420, boys.
Oh, yeah, 420.
We've been laughing at weed for years, sir.
All right, so yeah, today we're gonna... So last week, we talked about the benchmark and all that, just as it had come out. Didn't realize that there was already huge debates and discourse going on online. Today, we're going to talk about all of that. So that's our main story today. We'll also be talking about the Yokai Watch event, which I'm sure you're all looking forward to. We're going to be nice and happy about that. And of course, we'll be reading your MogMail, speakersxiv.com/MogMail. Stay tuned for the post show. We'll be answering questions from the Syndicate. And there's no more Pokemon. We're free.
We're free.
Well, there's no more Gen 1.
There's also...
How many generations are there now? 8? So
there's too many generations.
9? Oh my god.
Yeah, there's... we're not going to do that today, but we did reach the sub-goal to get Titanic back, the horrible fanfiction.
Oh, God.
So look forward to that. I think it's going to be bad. We're not going to read all of it. I'll say that now. It's long, and there is no... I think... I'm not sure how we're going to do it, because we stopped at a very specific point in that fanfiction. This is like 5-6 years ago at this point. So most of you have no idea what we're talking about and no idea what this fanfiction even is. But that's how the post-show started, was us reading a horrendous... shouldn't say that.
It was great. I liked it.
An interesting fanfiction. An isekai, if you will. So, which is an interesting concept, isn't it? It's not, they're isekai'd into not the historical Titanic, but James Cameron's Titanic specifically. So it's all very strange.
It was the whole reason I first subscribed to the channel.
Yeah, there you go.
You see?
Yeah.
The Titanic brought all the boys in.
Yeah. So yeah, we stopped at a very infamous point in the story where there was a poker game, and the whole chapter was literally just describing four or five people.
You just didn't
poker.
have the fortitude for it. I think it's fair to say you didn't have the iron stomach required for a full in-depth.
Well,
poker
the thing
game.
is, I think the point also was that they were alluding to the fact that we were close to the end of, the iceberg was close, right? We were almost there, but they dragged it out, with a poker game, and they were going to have dinner, and I could just see this is going to just fucking go on endlessly.
Because they know what you want.
Yeah.
But no,
they're edging you to the iceberg.
it's a literary device to make you believe, you know what, actually, no, everything is okay. You know, things are normal, and then bam, that's when it hits.
Titanic.
Well, it's like, it's a romance fan fiction between Rose from Titanic's sister and an officer from the Titanic, but not the historically accurate officer. It's the officer as played by a person for the James Cameron movie.
Well, it's good. All right, it's good.
It's all a mess. Anyways, that's not happening today. I'm just saying, but preparations will begin for that soon. I just realized I don't really have... We have some channel updates, but I don't think I have the slide. Oh, I do have this. Oh, I forgot to remove this. Well, reminder for that, I guess. The merch is still available. But for patrons, this is a Patreon update. The Titanic Tuesday VOD, it has processed, but it's at 360p currently. So gotta have to still wait a little bit. I could just release it at 360p, but it's 6 hours long to the dot, like 6 hours.
Whoa.
And you don't want to watch a 6-hour video at 360p. That's rough. So I'm waiting for that, but it'll be out by the end of the week. The Neil Breen VOD is available right now. That's me and Mela watching Fateful Findings.
I love when you just refer to Neil Breen as if the lay person knows who that is.
No one knows who Neil Breen is.
It's an experience.
It's a popular online.
Yeah. Most people should know now what Neil Breen is. That's that. Also, I should mention as well, we are officially in the Speakers Eurovision month because Eurovision Countdown starts on April 30th. For patrons. That's Master and Supreme.
That's hype.
Look forward to it. We'll talk more about it next week.
Crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah. So there you go. That's it for channel updates. Let's jump into recent events. Right. Well, we have only one event that is worth talking about this week, and talk about it we will.
Hey! Yokai Watch!
Yokai Watch, gather one, gather all.
Empty space on this frame.
Yeah.
That's representative
for the weapons that weren't there.
Yeah. The event is back, quite literally as it was before, except for one added thing. That's a framer's kit. And then you'll ask yourself, okay, you'll go, okay, that's fine. At least there's something to grind for. No, you buy them. You buy the framers kit for MGP. So if you have already done
get it immediately.
If you've already done this event, there is nothing to do. They have released potentially. They could have potentially released this event, and we would have had something to grind, like to do in the game up until Dawntrail. This is a long... I mean, I understand. If you're a new player, you've never done this, boy, oh boy, do you have a lot to do before Dawntrail, right? This is good for you. But for existing players that have already done this means nothing. This is
exactly
nothing.
Very disappointing.
I just
Stop being
wanna...
ungrateful. There's a hunt for Genesis 2 coming soon.
That's true. But don't know what aboutism on this podcast, Georgi. This is the Yokai Watch event. Yeah,
I just want to tell you guys, or you know what? I want to ask you, when do you think the last Yokai Watch game came out?
The actual game
ago, isn't it?
2018.
Yeah, I would have said around 2018, if not earlier.
Yeah.
You're close. 2019 was the last mainline game, and it didn't even release in North America.
Right.
Sure.
So
was that around when the first Yokai event was? Was it a celebration of that release?
No, I think it was before, because it was.
I don't remember how long ago it was.
Yeah.
Yokai.
It was with Heaven's Wood, because I remember doing it on Machinist.
That was at the height of it, because there was all the 3DS games coming out. But then Yokai Watch kind of bombed in the States. So
the peak of Yokai Watch was crazy in Japan. Like, you were seeing like Jiban like displacing Pikachu on like magazines.
Yeah.
But you're not
20
seeing that anymore.
2014,
No, man,
like
you know-
2015, like that shit was crazy. I can see why I did 14, but now it's just so weird. It's very strange having a game that's not relevant to a lot of people who play, as in there's no translations for them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The first Yokai Watch event was in 2016.
26. Okay, so
yeah.
for a previous game to that one. But that's nice because it hyped up the game that we never got to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we just stream Yokai Watch 1? You gotta come on.
I don't think so.
I'm a little intrigued by Yokai Watch.
Are
It's-
you?
Honestly, not bad
A
games.
little bit, yeah.
They are good games on the 3DS. I haven't played the Switch one, so
Doesn't
Oh,
quite look like
They've got
the game
free
I
reign
play.
to make some interesting characters. Like, yeah, look
Manjimut.
at
No,
Manjimut. He's
Stop-
amazing.
Stop talking about it. I hate
Look
it.
how good he looks.
He doesn't
but
look
hey,
good.
it's not a dead friend or series like the Mama crossover with Near
That's
Reincarnation.
true.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Crazy, we got a dead game in our game. Get that out of there.
Well, that's like a dead game part of a live series.
Okay. I
That's
also
true, yeah.
I also want to mention this that there's some red text at the bottom of this event, and it says this event is identical to the one previously held with the addition of a framers kit. So they just literally just spell it out there, and then if you have already completed the quest for this event, it cannot be accepted again. However, you may still earn yokai medals while equipped with a yokai watch. So if you want medals, you can do
You can
that.
collect one of each so you've got all the icons in your inventory.
Yeah,
you know.
I was going to say, if Mailer had ever thrown them away, there's an opportunity for him.
Yeah, there you go. You can.
I mean, I've got nothing else to do with this
Throw it
event
into your
because
hoard.
they've done absolutely nothing with it, even though there are multiple classes without weapons where they could have added something for us to do.
Mhm.
And all the copium
Like you say
that people
multiple
are
as
saying,
if it's
More than
like
one.
not only two.
all the copium is people saying they'll do it again when Dawntrail's out, but that doesn't help us now, does it?
No.
No.
Stop talking about what they may do. This is what they are doing. You know,
this
we
is-
have
yeah,
to talk about
like,
what's out now.
For people who are new, I completely understand you've got loads of fun to do, but they can't just look after new players. They have to look after people who have been around for a while as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this isn't.
Something would have been helpful.
I mean,
Yeah.
as I said, that's what the Genesis event is. The upcoming Genesis event is for.
Yeah.
This isn't for us, unfortunately.
But this
No.
could have had, like, they could have made it so the framers kit required, like, one of each type of medal. At least then you'd have something to work,
I wish.
or some shit like that.
Yeah, I wish there was like something like to do on it, but it doesn't matter. We get other stuff. This is for. Imagine all the new players that have never done this event. That's a lot of people, especially remember Shadowbringers people. You know, they've never done this.
Yeah. They're like,
So-
whoa, what is this series? 3DS only? So cool.
Yeah.
They're also getting less time to do it than we did.
Yes,
true.
that's also true. Yeah. So yeah, happy for the people that are getting to enjoy this. It's not enjoyable. I'll say this. It's
No,
not
I was going to say,
enjoyable.
I don't know. I don't think they're getting something to
is.
enjoy.
No.
I've
No,
never thought it was a good
no,
crossover
Mela.
in terms of what you did.
Guys, it's chill.
I know, Mailer, don't bullshit with people. As the two people that did it the first time, Mailer, it was hours and hours of suffering.
Yeah, it was really difficult. It was a lot of effort. There was a lot of time. And it was unrewarded because the scum who came later, like Lukiel.
I did it on the first run as well.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
we
I
can
saw
check.
it.
No,
No, you
Also, they
can't,
made
Myla.
it easier than ever.
I've hidden my achievements.
That's just a proof of guilt.
No,
Mela,
it's-
you just need to practice what I do. Just don't care. I've never done this event and never will. It's
No.
too stupid.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That doesn't surprise
I
me.
don't
At least
want to
get
do it.
Manji,
That
man.
doesn't surprise me.
I don't want the weapons. I think I somehow got the sperm mount. I think.
Hey, good job.
you
dude.
can't have got the sperm mount without. Oh, you would have got
The
the
first one.
non-glowing one. then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the non-glowing. I think I might have gotten that one, but like I have no interest in getting all the other.
That's
shit.
from
It's
having
just-
all the minions.
Yeah, it's just like I don't care. I don't want it. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just saying I don't want to.
Right.
Good reviews all around then for new players.
Yeah.
It's,
this is an
it's
event for-
boring, it's a long grind, or I hate it so
This
much
is
I
an
don't
event
even
for
want to do
Rollo
it.
then.
Yeah, it is. Get on
Yeah,
it,
we were
Rollo.
saying this isn't an event for us, but apparently
Yeah.
one of us can still do it.
I don't
Get
want
on it, Rollo.
Get on
Finally,
it.
it's your time to
It's
shine.
your time.
Well,
I
then
simply
I'm
don't
gonna
want
say-
to.
Let me say this then. Rollo can't complain about this event
Oh shit!
for not
No.
having anything.
Oh.
For not having
No,
anything
no.
new, he
No.
can't
Now he's
complain.
gonna
Rebuttal,
hate.
please?
Now he's gonna hate to do it, Georgi. Don't
No.
do it.
Yes. Rollo, do it like Eureka.
Because I like doing fates, actually, weirdly, but I don't want to
But
do
you don't like
fates
this.
for this. Because
Because it gives rewards, Georgi. He doesn't like rewards.
it's
He
reward.
hates rewards.
doesn't
Why
like
do you
to be
hate
rewarded.
rewards?
You know what I love? I love bicolored gemstones.
Fucking
I-
hell.
Oh, you're a freak.
Yeah.
Why do
I
you
love
like
it.
the worst versions of Fates?
What? 'Cause I think it's great. You get so much cool shit, and there's like stuff in every zone,
get
and it makes you want to
nothing.
do everything. I love it. I always max that shit out like week 2 or week 1.
Right.
10 out of 10.
Right. So what do you spend those gemstones on?
You get orchestral
There's many.
rolls,
There's hundreds of things to
furniture.
buy.
You can get
For what?
what-
Like, what do you?
What do you-
So after a while, you've gotten all the rolls.
Yeah, why else once you've got
Well,
this?
That'd take a very long time.
Years?
I
Yeah.
don't think Rollo's
It wouldn't take
not
yeah.
years, but it would take genuinely months to get
Yeah.
everything.
I'm still
Like
trying to get the
Yokai
vouchers
Watch.
for the mount.
Like Yokai
No.
Watch.
Well, also, I just
I-
don't like the aesthetic of that stuff either.
Mm.
I like Yokai
I-
Watch, but I don't want it in game.
I would also say Yoko Watch in its current form does not take months.
Well, that's true. This is the nerfed version, isn't it? They made it easier.
Yes,
Yeah.
the one that Mailer and I did originally, that took months.
the one that I did.
That
too,
one
yeah.
did take a long
Yeah.
time. You didn't do it, unfortunately.
Oh god, it was so rough the first time, eh? God, the first run.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, it was terrible, man.
Yeah, it was horrible. Okay, so thank God I have the glowing mount to prove it, though that I did it. And you know,
Let's
it's-
go on. Log on to your lodestone right now.
No.
Yeah, log
I
on
have
and share with us. everyone.
No. I don't need to.
No,
do
you
that.
can't. It's because you're wrong. You I know. I
You're the
understand that
worst.
you're lying.
No, I'm
You
correct.
don't have to.
I believe you, Lucio.
Thank you, Roll. It feels good to be believed.
You haven't even fucking done it. You can't talk.
I did it, and I was
Rollo
like,
did
this
it with
sucks.
me actually the first time.
The only thing that takes a long time with bicolor gemstones is the shit mount thing they added, where
Yeah.
it
Well,
yeah,
requires
with
you
the
to get the
vouchers.
vouchers. That's the only thing that takes a long time, though. Everything
you can
else
just
is
buy
quick.
the vouchers. They're not that
It's not-
expensive, honestly. But
Yeah.
I like grinding for them. Again, I like doing fates. I enjoy fates.
I like
not-
fates too.
Yeah.
I've said this before. I mean,
I don't.
Yeah, I know
I
you
don't either.
I
Like-
just turn my brain off and do other things, and then
Yeah,
that's
it-
fine for me. That's why I like
there's like-
Eureka. Oh shit. Hello.
Oh yeah, oh good, weird.
Yeah.
There's always like cool little stories with them. I enjoy the leveling experience with it too.
Mhm.
You know, it's just I don't do it as much when I'm capped and everything, to be honest, because it's But I still
But yeah.
I still like doing them.
Yeah.
In terms of rewards, every zone has at least 2, if up to like 4 or 5 orchestrion rolls, which is 350 bicolor gems each.
Yeah,
And that's not including minions, housing items, stuff like that. There's so much that you have to grind out.
That is
for.
true.
It's
And the
better
best thing about
rewards.
bicolor gems is you will cap them and then spend hours wasting bicolor gems that are being thrown away before you can even have the chance to buy anything with them because everything's capped behind rank 3.
It's
Yeah.
not that long to get to rank 3. What?
But you will
not that long.
agree that you will waste bicolor gems unless you're wasting them on like material and nothing of value.
That's
It's
never
a
happened to
poorly
me.
designed
I
system.
am always spending it.
that hasn't happened to me since Shadowbringers. In Endwalker, I could go back to Shadowbringers and get the stuff that I didn't get then.
Well, that's true. That is fair. But
Yeah,
the
like-
system itself is quite poorly designed.
I don't know. I think you're just a hater. You can't see true genius in the bicolor gem system.
Okay.
I just don't care. I mean,
My
it's,
bicolor gem train is starting, guys. Please join the
the
PF.
thing is, I'm okay with just doing fates randomly. I don't care about the bicolor gems. Like that's where
I don't like the bicolor
I am
gems.
Rollo brained there, where
That's-
I don't like
that's
the
even-
reward.
That's even more insane to me.
I just don't know. I
it's-
just can't be
He
bothered.
just likes playing the game.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I just like
He likes
that.
to press the buttons.
I
That's
like
okay.
hanging out
No,
and
he
just
doesn't
doing
like
something
playing the
in-game.
game because he likes to do the mindless task where he can shut his brain off. What Lukiel likes is just
Hanging out.
drone work.
Just hanging
Yeah.
out is what I want. In
But
But
life.
then you'd
Don't
never
know.
do them on your own.
I would never do them on my own. No, that's why I haven't done most of the fates.
Well, okay. question: have you guys capped all the areas?
No, I've not capped any of them.
No, I haven't even.
Really? Oh,
I have
Up
zero
until-
interest in bicolor gems.
I don't
or
know
shed
why you're
face.
shocked that either of them have not capped the zones.
I
In the same way you have no interest in doing the Yokai Watch event, I have literally no interest in this system. I think it's a bad system.
I mean, I
It's
don't know.
unenjoyable.
There's a lot of there's better awards than Criterion dungeons, I would say, honestly.
I don't like Criterion Dungeon Rewards either.
Well, if you don't like that, then you'd probably like those more. They're better.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had them capped, I would grab them, but I don't care to like work towards them because it's mostly just orchestrion rolls.
Right.
No.
Right. Anyways, Yokai Watch.
Yeah,
fine.
get on it, guys.
No weapons. Put it in the comments how sad you are.
If you like
See a little frowny
Fates,
face.
if you like Fates, this is the one for you. And if you haven't done it before, especially, that's a good thing. All right, moving on. We have one more thing to talk about. We have bits and bobs from interviews. That's how I would describe this. This is from the subreddit. This is from an interview with who is it with?
It's a publication called Natalie with Soken, Imamura, and Ishikawa. I think that's the three people.
Oh, that's
yeah.
I see.
Natalie,
Those are
is
three
this
people.
Yeah,
someone's
I don't.
Tumblr blog? What?
No,
No.
it's official Natalie.
Okay. Shout out to Natalie.
Shout out to Natalie. .mu.
Mhm.
So this is in weird bullet form. I don't a bullet point form. I don't know how
It's
to.
the main. It's the It's the
I'm
main
sorry, this
thing,
is going to
just
be
like-
difficult to listen to, but we're going to work our
It
way
was-
through this.
It was machine translated by a Reddit user called Famus1234 who
Hamas, Metal Gear Solid.
compiled a bunch of interviews with Soken, but this is the most relevant one.
Okay, so they thought the music was okay. So this is about growing light, specifically.
The OST, not
Yeah, the
just
OST.
not just the patch. It's the OST, so it's everything from 6.1 to 6.5.
Yeah, so they thought the music was getting easier. It's not. It's bullet point number one.
Cool.
What does that mean?
I don't
The
know.
music is not easier.
Music got
sad
harder
fact.
actually. So
Do you mean to produce?
yeah, I guess so. I don't know why they'd think the music was getting easier.
That
to
doesn't make that's such a difficult sentence to pass because I don't know the you mean it's harder to make? Do you mean it's like more complicated? Do you mean what
don't
do you
know.
mean by it's getting easier?
I don't
That is such a
We
strange
have.
sentence.
I don't know.
Machine translation. We
Yeah,
just gotta
exactly.
accept it.
Thanks, Natalie.
Yeah, they
Please
mentioned.
pay translators. That's what happens.
They mentioned new composers Saya Yasaki and Justin Frieden to music team.
Shout
Both
out to
entered
Justin.
That's
Ah, yeah.
I mean, that's interesting because before it was only a three-man team. From Shadowbringers onwards was when Imamura and Ishikawa joined,
Yeah.
and so they got another two with what's the first patch? What's 6.1 called? Newfound Adventure.
Newfound Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Good
five
job.
people, and one of them's not Japanese,
Yes.
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Yeah. Some tracks were assigned randomly so that they would adapt to any role and music implementation. Some got instant pass okay. Some had to be revised.
Hmm.
Sorry, got distracted. looking
Sorry,
at
there was
dog.
there was dog for audio listeners. There was dog action happening.
There was dog action.
Sorry.
No,
Well, don't get distracted by my dog, dude.
Yeah.
I was
Fuck.
genuinely. I actually was
I was mesmerized.
mute. Yeah, I was. I couldn't do anything. She's just had such innocent eyes.
Yeah.
She does. She's so sweet.
That's cool. I like that way of doing things. I think everyone should try and, it's better not necessarily to like specialize in certain genres within a team like this.
Mm-hmm.
You can generally, at least with Imamura and Ishikawa, you can generally note the differences between them. I don't know which one is which, but one of them is the one that tends to do more rock and electronic type stuff, and then the other one is someone who tends to do more orchestral type music.
Right.
That's fair.
Their workload became intensive when they were composing 14 and 16 at the same time. Soken said that it's hard to do, but at least both games' music visions were given so that he knew when was the time he have to compose,
had.
supervise both games' music. Nothing?
I mean, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Right on.
Right on. Pandemonium and Myths of the Realm are oppositely themed between dark and gritty and heroic and joyful.
That's true.
That's actually a fair point. They're
You
different
get
in
the vibes off that.
You can feel that. Yeah, I mean, who knew that music was themed around the locations it's in? Obviously, the themes of Myths of a Realm are like joyful because you're having fun with the gods and they're having fun with you.
Well, ultimately, it's very sad.
What are we gonna fucking
Well,
do
true,
with
but
this?
it's like bittersweet. Whereas Pandemonium is a dungeon and like a prison. Of course
What
it's
do
gonna be
you?
up.
What category would you put what's the vampire guy's song? Wild Freaks.
Hesperos?
Not Wild Freaks. Sorry, Wild Shrieks. Always Wild Freaks in my heart. Though.
Oh yeah. I don't even remember that.
genre?
I don't even remember that. theme.
Do you mean Hesperos or whatever it's called? I can't remember.
Yeah.
He's talking about
vampire.
Hesperos. I mean, I'd just say rock, like most Primal songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it in the cheery or like the section.
Cheery section.
No, it's not cheery.
Dark
It's
and
not
gritty.
cheery. Yeah.
Are we thinking about the same
That's the
song? I'm
Pandemonium.
not thinking about any song, to be honest, because I don't remember it.
Literally, the song that starts with Wild Streaks that people thought was Freaks Forever. Remember with the
I can only think of Athena's song right now.
In my head, it's just
I know exactly. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I think it's a strange question, Rollo. That's why I'm having to respond.
what genre? Freakcore is the
Freakcore,
genre.
yeah.
P4.
yeah. Okay. If you can answer Georgi Rollo's question, leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
Thank you. Each Pandemonium tier has their own theme. Abyssos uses dark and mysterious tones, and Abysseos uses upbeat style. On Scream,
Does it?
are you questioning? Are you questioning
Yeah, I am
God?
actually.
Yeah.
I'm questioning the translation.
Because it's like I can't remember any of it.
Okay.
Was Abysseos the middle
This was
one?
a great idea to read this machine translation. I think that was a good
I don't
idea.
like this machine translation.
Also, I'm realizing how fucking long it is as well. We might have to can this.
We're already
at some
halfway
point.
through. What are you talking about?
Just go.
On Scream, Imamura had opportunity to do some band composition. It was so good even, Soken had to request permission to do Primal's version. As for Ishikawa, he arranged Ultima's perfection as per his capabilities on orchestral arrange. He adjusted the length too.
So that's where you can, see. That's where you can notice the difference between their styles. Ishikawa is, as I said, Ishikawa is the kind of person orchestral themes like the second phase of P12 compared to Imamura, which is more who made Scream, which is more in the style of an electronic.
Sure.
Right. For Myths of the Realm, especially Thalea tier, Ishikawa had to theme Latin music. The direction was to give lighter theme without being too grandiose.
That's kind of
Do you
confusing.
mean
'cause
Latin like
It means Latin as in like
the ancient
South-
language?
Yeah. No, not the ancient language. More as in like the musical style.
Oh, okay.
Remember when we read an interview entirely machine translated? Was it like, do you remember that? Does anyone remember that? I think we read it as a
I do.
joke. It was when, that was, it's giving this. It's giving this. Let's just say this is a bit.
Humans haven't been replaced just yet.
No, do not worry. MSQ tracks. Some tracks were given liberties for each composers. Regarding Final Fantasy IV tracks, Soken arranged Battle 2 with modern style. Ishikawa arranged Battle of Four Fiends with orchestral route. Imamura had to chase the deadline for arranging the final battle with electronic flair as the assignment. This electronic flair was recognized when Imamura arranged... What?
Is that supposed to be Caglione?
From Final
No,
Fantasy
that's from
16.
16.
I'm not reading it.
Oh.
I'm not
okay.
reading it. Yeah.
For people who want
It's
to know
named after
the
a
word.
place in modern Turkey.
How is it?
I see.
Katakemkaumene.
Any Turkish viewers, give
How
us
do you pronounce that?
Yes, show how to pronounce it in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
When Soken arranged the Red Wings, he couldn't find a good solution for trumpet, so he performed the trumpet in his home at 2 a.m. He felt uncomfortable because it would annoy his neighbors. The track finished in 3 days.
That's very Soken.
It would annoy
Yeah.
your neighbors. What the hell? That's
Yeah.
2 a.m. If I heard the trumpet, I'd be banging on your door.
Why would he wait until
Absolutely.
2 a.m. to do it? That's weird.
Because he
What a
couldn't
great,
think
like-
until then. Soken has such strange work hours.
Mm.
What is great, like 3 sentences though? I can't find a good solution for the trumpet. It will annoy my neighbors. It was finished in 3 days.
Yeah.
What is this?
Other tracks. Usually there are strict rules on the theming, don't do this style. But in some occasions, some composers were shocked when they're told the contrary. Let's break that rule. For example, Ishikawa arranges Dreamwalker, the Loperate tribe theme. It got instant pass. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just trying to imagine, like, what are some songs that you remember from 6.1 to 6.5 where you're like, imagine if they weren't given restrictions. Don't make this an orchestral piece. Make this like a calypso type theme.
Mm,
You know what? Brazilian funk.
yeah. Yeah.
So all of Pandemonium should have been like beach vibe songs. Just
Yeah, exactly.
like
No, we're gonna get a lot of that this expansion.
Yeah.
Uh,
Some older tracks managed by Soken, which appeared on previous expansions, were corrupted. In this case, Stormblood Kugane theme. When he told
what do you
him,
mean by corrupted?
I mean,
Oh, it's in like
remixed.
Yeah.
So do you mean the file was lost?
No.
no, it's already in game.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when he told Imamura to rearrange, which is the Mount Rockon Criterion dungeon, he understood the assignment for rock arrangement since it's his comfort zone. This case is also the same for other composers. In Ishikawa's case, he had to hear the mastered version of older tracks to inspire his work on Myth of the Realm.
Okay.
Yeah. As the intense workload coming to the end, especially after composing some 16 tracks, Ishikawa had to relax a bit while there was another assignment. So he tried to compose some relaxing tracks. That turned into Island Sanctuary theme.
That's nice. Do you know the thing about machine transcribed interviews is that they take all the context and personality out of a sentence, so it's so hard to comment
That's
on it. It's
true.
like
Yeah.
it's just telling me these are the facts.
Yeah.
Get on with it. I don't know what to say to this.
I don't know either.
I think it's cool that the island theme was relaxed.
We'll
and
cut
he
this out.
got a break.
We'll cut this out of the YouTube version.
Just cut the whole
I
thing.
like- I like that the Island Sanctuary theme wasn't designed for the game. Like he was just
That's
like
true.
riffing and then made it, and then Soken probably heard and was like, "Yeah, we can use this."
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have had that in
We're
a
doing a
sentence
lot of
that, like,
legwork
conveyed
with
that.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we learn about some of the like background for Ishikawa, like why why they wouldn't so stressed out and they needed to just relax.
Okay, some new Hildebrand themes were inspired by modern settings such as convenience store / supermarket. That's
This
funny.
just makes me think of. This makes me think of what Rollo was saying before the stream.
Yeah.
When we were listening to some Eurovision songs, and Rollo described them as department store music.
Yeah,
Well,
listen, retail core is real.
Yeah. But I'm thinking more he's probably thinking more like Muzak, like the like more
Yeah, I'm thinking of music too. Yeah.
I hope they had just the
why is
Don
it-
Quixote theme one day.
Why is it called music?
Oh god, I used to know this. I heard I don't
Is this
remember
supposed to be like
now.
a futuristic thing or whatever. It's like, oh, this is future.
No,
So
it's like the word is mixed with something else.
Okay.
I don't remember. Hey, in the comments. There's
No,
there's a lot of-
this isn't getting into the
No.
YouTube version,
This
so
is
there
cut out.
are.
Oh, if it
comments
does,
to this.
let us know about
Oh,
music.
it's a mix of Kodak and music.
There it is. There it is.
Oh.
Kodak
Kodak
So
music.
Kodak made the first Muzak machines, probably. Then I guess, yeah, they could run
that's-
forever.
yeah.
I think yeah.
They were inspired by popular brand names like Kodak. So.
Oh, I see. Okay,
That's the
it's
answer
a
I
whole
saw. I
rabbit
don't know.
hole that we can't go into here. But yeah, there you go. Look it up yourselves, chat and viewers. Ishikawa was challenged during his work for Pulse album as he wasn't versed with electronic music.
Okay,
Because he's the one
that's
that normally
fair.
does orchestral music.
I see. Right.
That's
Did
good
you-
though. Again,
did
these
you
people
guys-
doing different genres.
Yeah.
Did you guys like that Pulse soundtrack, by the way? Did you ever go to listen?
I love Pulse.
Georgie loved it.
It was alright.
I thought some of them were alright, and some of them didn't quite.
There are
vibe as
definitely
well.
some that aren't great, and
Yeah.
sadly,
Yeah.
I think actually both of Soken's songs on that album are some of the weakest on the.
I
Some of them were cool though. I wouldn't put them in the game as much. I wouldn't like to see them in the game, but I like them as remix.
Yeah.
I
It's a
don't
mixed bag.
think they really hit the mark on Pulse, unfortunately. I had nothing wrong with it existing, it's just like,
Yeah.
this is
They need to make
It's a
money,
fun
and I like them
experiment.
experimenting
Yeah.
with the music outside of the game. But
Yeah.
You know what's a worse soundtrack? The fucking what's Chill Vibes to
Oh,
Study
2,
Two.
Study 2.
Lo-fi
Yeah,
soundtrack
the
they did.
lo-fi.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't actually
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually listened to
think I've
any
heard
of
that
those
one.
tracks. I remember the promo
There
for
are-
it, but
I'll definitely say there are some decent songs on the Lo-Fi album, but I think there are a lot of them that just really feel all like it. My feeling listening to them is like, why does this? It
Well,
doesn't need to exist.
it's like but it's supposed to be like unintrusive though. Isn't that the whole point
Yeah.
of lo-fi? I don't know. I
It's
don't.
just-
I haven't
Yeah,
listened
but
to
it's
them,
like
so
it's
I don't know.
But the thing is, my problem was more so that like they weren't different enough from the original tracks. That like I was like,
I see.
it's barely a remix.
Yeah.
It's got lo-fi beats. That's
Mhm.
cool.
You can study.
does
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Chad's
cool,
correct
like
as
5
well.
years
I would
ago.
argue that some of them aren't lo-fi either.
Oh, they missed the genre. Okay.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like all of the non-OST soundtrack stuff they do, kind of like I'll listen to it on a streaming platform or something, but I would never go and buy it.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Endwalker lo-fi version. I think that sounds pretty nice.
Hmm.
It's very short, but
Yeah. Okay. And then last pre-Dawntrail. At the time of interview, the team entered intense days. The direction is different than usual, so they have to compose new melodies.
Thank you.
I love that sentence.
Yeah. There you
What
go.
do you say
thank
to
you,
that?
Natalie, and your blog.
Thanks. Shout out to Natalie.
Thanks,
Dog.
Natalie.
I don't
You.
think you. I don't think you should blame Natalie because
It's
No,
not Natalie.
I'm not. I'm not
Japanese.
No. We're shouting at
Did I
Natalie.
blame her?
Natalie, you rock. You go, girl. You go,
Yeah.
girl.
Natalie.
It was
Yeah.
snap.
Shout, yeah. Hey
for
girl, hey girl. All right. Anyways, that's it for recent events. It is time for MogMail. There we go.
Yeah, come on, give me some foreplay.
There we are. It's from Ancilla Starweaver from Lamia. Howdy, speakers. Today I wanted to take a break from Dawntrail MSQ theories and turn my attention to another piece of upcoming content, Cosmic Exploration. I think that announcement was a surprise for everyone, and I've been thinking about what storyline it might have. Right now I have two thoughts. One, in the final Endwalker role quest line, the decision is made that some Garleans will go live. Sorry, not go
Live.
live, but go live on the moon and work
I
with
mean,
the
they
Lotharids.
can go live on the moon now. They have
That's
a radio
true.
station.
Yeah.
They do have a radio
Oh.
station, yeah. This really struck me as odd at the time, but maybe they'll be involved in the cosmic exploration quests. This is an exciting prospect since Nero wanted to go too, and we all need more Nero content. 2. Another Endwalker side quest that stands out to me is the Omega quest, where Omega received a transmission from someone in outer space. I think it would be fun if this was made a prerequisite quest for cosmic exploration, and we got to work with Omega on contacting alien races. We've been to the moon with them already, so it'd be great for them to join us. Those are my thoughts for now, but I'd love to hear what you think. Interesting.
I really like both of these ideas a lot. I hadn't
Yeah.
even considered. Well, I'd thought about the Garleans being on the moon, but I hadn't really connected it to cosmic exploration.
No.
And the second one I'd actually forgotten about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll agree with
sorry,
cosmic
would-
exploration being a shock.
yeah.
When you guys say Garleans on the moon, I just think of the Futurama bit. It's like, we're whalers on the moon. We're Garleans on the moon.
Yeah. The Garlean's going to live on the moon. It's makes sense, and also promising probably to get Nero back. I do hope we get more.
I love Nero.
That guy wants to go to space. Look at him. He
Yeah.
looks like a space.
Yeah.
I mean, he wanted to go to the void, and then when he got there, he's. So maybe this one will be less disappointing.
He was
for
a
him.
what?
He wanted to go to the void, but he was a little disappointed.
That's true.
That turned out.
He became a
We got
crusty
it.
man.
We got
He
it.
became
we
a
got- we
crusty
got
man,
it.
didn't
you crust. Yeah, Georgi too. Georgi also became crusted when he was saying. that.
Georgi got Georgi got eaten
Georgi
by
got
the void.
Norded. Remember that?
Yeah.
God, I hope he becomes crusty again. For like
I
my
like-
Oh
that,
yeah, like
just
yeah.
like as a funny, I don't know, just him being crusty is such a funny visual, and the way people describe it is
Yeah.
being crusty.
He got
It's
so
like being
crusty.
corrupted.
Yeah. Yeah. So the second one is also interesting because that quest was kind of random, when we got it. But now, if you think about it as like a, more moon content, then it makes sense. And it might be tied to
Yes,
cosmic
there's life
exploration.
out there.
I would love to meet other races that didn't get despaired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I am.
No, then people are gonna be like, it's too much space stuff.
Well,
It's a
see,
fantasy game.
I mean, I kind of agree
am
with that.
feeling that as well. I'm like, are we a sci-fi game at this point? Like, where
Lukio,
are
are you
we?
telling me-
They've already pushed it too far anyway.
Yeah.
You tell me you don't
I
want
mean-
a side content that's just like, let's just do the Prime Directive,
Yeah, like let's form the Federation. Let's just do it.
I mean,
it's never acknowledged anywhere else. It's just in this side content forever.
Yes.
you say you don't want to be a sci-fi game, but one, look at Solution 9, and
Well, yeah, that was
Two.
That
Yeah.
fight's over,
pretty
yeah.
scared about it.
Yeah.
two, this is optional content at the very least.
Yeah. I don't mean
I
like
mean, how much Island Sanctuary have you done?
Half of it.
nothing. Well, no,
Well,
I've
see,
done.
Exactly.
I've done.
If they made it space politics, then you'd be like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Fuck the island.
Honestly, it depends how the content actually works. I'm very hesitant on cosmic exploration as a concept, but
it's
maybe
not
it will be
MSQ,
good.
It's fine.
I mean,
I think.
at worst, it'll be Island Sanctuary again, and Island Sanctuary is pretty solid. So start
Yeah.
it
I
again.
wouldn't. It's solid, but I wouldn't do it again, like identically.
I'm already placing
yeah.
cosmic exploration in the same bracket as Hildebrand. Like it doesn't. It's whatever.
That's
Do whatever the fuck you want. Bring in Vulcans and just do it. I
I'm
don't care.
I'm not quite willing to give up on the integrity of the game just yet.
I gave up
But-
around Stormblood.
I mean, yeah, I know it's been harder and harder over the years to like this game to have any actual
At this
integrity
point,
in its
just lean
original
back
lore.
and just let it rip,
Exactly, yeah.
baby. Let it rip.
Exactly.
We can't. We have to move on to our main story. So let's talk about more controversy that I'm sure is not going
Yay.
to cause
You're
any
gonna need
more
to explain
comments.
some of this to me.
Wow, yeah,
Okay.
let's
The benchmark came out. Last week.
go. Uh-huh.
We did talk about it. We were generally quite satisfied with the trailer, I should say. We hadn't done the benchmark yet because I don't think it was out yet. But
No, it came out that evening.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we were basing this entirely on the trailer that came out, and we were positive.
Yeah,
Mhm.
from what we
we
saw,
saw.
that, it was all right.
We were able to make a hideous Hrothgar woman, and we were happy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
I remain positive on the benchmark.
Okay.
I do too.
And that's fair. Yeah, I am too. But I do
I understand that it's
some of
not
the
a final.
problems.
I mean, I appreciate that it's not. We haven't been given Dawntrail.
So something
We've
that
been given a benchmark to see whether our computer can run the game.
So a lot of things happened. Something that everyone expected is that some people are going to be annoyed that their character has changed. I said this in a stream. MMO players are the worst when it comes to change because that's the one thing MMO players hate, and that's when thing they are used to change.
Yeah. But before you get angry,
yeah,
remember that Dawntrail will be including a free Fantasia.
that's true.
That is important to note.
There are the changes to the character models are very extensive. I don't. Yeah.
Did they confirm the free Fantasia, or did they just
Yes.
say they want to give
Yeah.
us one?
Oh well, not confirmed. Yeah, I guess so. He said.
Yeah,
They're
see,
planning
that's
to
yeah.
or
I
wanted to.
don't want to guarantee people a free Fantasia. I feel like that to promise the audience.
I'm pretty sure there's news articles around it. If you Google for Dawntrail Fantasia, you'll find news articles confirming that it's happening. So if it doesn't happen,
Yeah.
apologies, but that's the understanding.
Well, at this point, I feel like they have to because
I mean, it would be a no-brainer.
You really should, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave one with Heaven's Word. Come on.
Yeah. I think it is going to happen because your character changes quite a bit depending on your race, I guess. But
Yeah.
so people are not. Some people are not happy with how their character looks after the update. Which I expected. Again, expected.
Yeah.
Your character changes. You've seen this character for like 10 years for some, and now it's looking a little different. I mean, I'll admit...
Or longer.
Yeah, or longer. Lukiel looks okay. I don't think he's changed that much. It's just weird seeing him in like a new shader, right? Like he looks better. Or worse. I don't know. He looks okay. But one thing that I did note while we were doing the benchmark is that sometimes they look very shiny, as if wet. Now that is now being explained. There's been an update that we're going to read from Yoshi-P on the Lodestone. There's also we've talked about this before. The character creator in 14, the lighting in it is so bad. Like there is no good
Infamous.
lighting. Yeah.
It's so funny because they give you 5 options and they're all shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't we just have a room with like just equal lighting everywhere?
Yeah.
I still think the ethereal one is like the worst
Oh.
fucking one.
It's
It
because you
is.
catch those purple.
Yeah.
I like
Nothing like creating your character in a void of blue. Like
Yeah.
where like there's
I
just a
remember-
big like sheen on your face because
Yeah.
of the fucking multiple light
Yeah.
sources that it's hard
Yeah.
to
I
like, hang
remember-
your character. It's
Yeah.
so
I remember trying to find my character's like skin color, and when I got in the game, I was like, "Oh, he's way pastier than I thought I made him."
Yeah.
No, you made a white boy.
Yeah.
It's not what you intended.
That's a problem. There's also been, more. I think some people complain just to complain. I've seen some people complain just to complain because, oh no, my computer's running slower now, so I hate everything. This is a benchmark. It's supposed. If you passed, you passed. If you didn't, then maybe.
Oh, you mean in terms of performance?
Yeah, in terms of performance, I've seen that too.
Honestly, if you got a poor rating on the benchmark, you were already struggling to run current 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you should have upgraded a while ago.
At
Everyone
some
else,
point, yeah,
if you've gotten high at like the last benchmark, you almost get the same score.
yeah.
Just
More or
like,
less.
It's not.
You'll go
That
down
much
by
more
a few
intensive.
points, but
For those of you that didn't pass, I am sorry, but at some point we have to move on. We have to. It's for the
Yeah,
greater
yeah.
good. The needs of the many outweighs the needs of the few, as they say in the Federation.
It's time to upgrade, please.
Yes.
I mean, you were told what the specs are,
Yeah, you've had
and we were
4
told
years
that the specs were going
essentially.
up.
2 years.
the Steam Deck gets a good score on the fucking benchmark.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's ancient hardware or anything, but it is definitely not the strongest thing out there.
No.
And
Yeah.
if you're,
I mean,
not,
it's a 300-pound computer.
yeah, if you're not beating or matching that score, then how are you playing 14? Is it like just a fucking 25 FPS clip show? What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I'm just ignoring that. Like people that are complaining that the specs requirements are too high. I'm sorry, but you are literally playing on like a fucking
Get off the toaster.
1995 Dell. You need to.
And
Yeah.
You don't have to spend that much.
There are also people making non-specific complaints, like they're saying it just looks bad without explanation.
Oh,
the best ones are the ones
Even worse.
The best ones are the people that have like comparisons and they're posting to the forums, like so to show exactly what they're complaining about. Those are the best ones. I've seen a lot of those out of the Japanese community, not as much out of the West, but I'm sure there are people that are doing that.
Yeah.
There was that really nice post by the one JP user comparing like the Al Ra face, which I thought that was really good. I think those are legitimate complaints with like changes of lip shape, changes. I think it was to the chin. I think it might have been the eyeliner as well. That does definitely change like the overall shape of the face.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. It's like I understand people not being able to explain it because it's if you look at a face like like just a normal person who might not be an artist or might not be well versed in that kind of stuff, you can tell something's off, but you can't explain why because there's so many like small details that go into making a face.
Yeah. Okay, so that's some people also mentioned, I remember, like face details are missing or like not appearing correctly in the character creator.
I think the most commonly noted one is fangs on Keeper of the Moon Mikote women.
Yes.
For some reason, the males still have them.
It's weird because they still have the fangs on Keeper of the Moon. They're just noticeably smaller.
They're very small
for some reason.
Yeah.
Which is at first when I first heard it, I was like, oh, it's a bug. It's not that there. I'm like, okay, that'll get patched. But now that I hear it's smaller, I'm like, that's a weird
They've
choice.
made an aesthetic
I hope that's a bug still.
Yeah, but it's only the women.
Yeah, so then maybe they're like introducing that
men
to just
have big
females,
teethers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird.
It could still be a bug.
Could still be a bug.
I mean, that is a thing in nature, but it's not the other way around. I feel like
maybe it is, but yeah.
I think the other one too, which I think is super valid, and I would be very upset, is the Vieira nose smudge.
Oh yeah.
It being like washed out totally and not like that is such an iconic Vieira. Like that's what makes them Vieira.
Yeah.
Is the nose shape.
Yeah.
Or a big part of that. And I hope that's also.
I think people would argue with you.
Yeah.
I think people would say it's probably the ears.
It's one of the big things.
Yeah,
it's one of the big things.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, Yoshi-P has posted an official update on the forum, on the Lodestone. So I'll read it now, and we'll discuss as we go. An update on the Dawntrail official benchmark. Hello everyone, this is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. I would like to thank you all for your feedback regarding the recently released Dawntrail benchmark. While we have received positive feedback and reactions from players, we have also seen others express their concerns. Therefore, I would like to share the current situation regarding these factors. Number 1, character creation system in the benchmark. The character creation system was created over 10 years ago, based on the release version of A Realm Reborn. Although it used the same processes as the actual game, certain aspects, such as weather, were combined to create special conditions exclusive to character creation. This was done to present the texture resolutions and shaders at their best based on the quality standards at the time, which included the PlayStation 3 version. Just please, he's already dead.
No.
He's already dead.
The last gasp of PS3 limitation.
Furthermore, its light sources take advantage of backlighting, which in this case proved detrimental for showcasing the upcoming graphical update. The character creation environment should have been updated, but was overlooked as we prioritized the development of Dawntrail and tuning the graphical update in the actual game, for which I would like to apologize.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I understand why you would focus on the game.
Yeah. We are currently expediting a rework of the environments and light sources of character creation for both the actual game and the benchmark. Once that is complete, the current benchmark will be replaced. The following points...
I appreciate that. But
Yes?
can we please have just more environment?
Yeah.
Or just a very neutral area where we could put... I mean, this is above and beyond what I think is should be expected of a benchmark tool.
I think it's too much even. I think it's not needed, I would say.
It's not needed at all.
The
This
post is good. I think an explanation of why things are like that is cool. And I would hope people did not expect like everything in the benchmark to be final, especially with things like the neck seems to be definitely a bug.
That is definitely a bug. They made a huge mistake in this benchmark. They should have had a little asterisk at the bottom of the screen at all times that says like not final. Like
it should be implied. People have gone into this thinking it's basically Dawntrail in the character creation. It's not.
Yeah, but people don't think that critically, Mailer. People just look at this and you can say that. People will just look at this and think, "Oh no, my character's shit in Dawntrail."
Yeah. Cancel.
To the forums.
Yeah, to the forums. Scream in the forums.
It's just, I think it's kind of a waste of resources, personally. I mean,
I agree.
I don't think it's going to impact like development.
But
Like
God,
it's over.
the
but
amount
it's-
of Doom posting on all
If it will
social media
alleviate some of
during
the
this.
Doom posting, sure. Like,
Well, I think it's the complaints. A lot of them fairly reasonable. But
Yeah.
at least you have people who like explain themselves, and
I like
you know,
those, yeah, because some are
Yeah.
genuine. It feels like I'm making fun of it. Okay, obviously,
if you have
some
genuine
are
concerns
genuine
about like
concerns.
your chance has changed a lot.
Yeah.
It's because the worst of them are particularly hilariously bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think you should also acknowledge too that like just straight up, some characters are better than others in this transition.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
depending on your
Mhm.
race, skin color, facial features that you pick, which face, all that stuff, you are not getting the same upgrade as someone else.
Yours
No.
got a bit of a glow up, if I may say so.
Yeah.
Ellison as
Yeah.
well.
Ellison came out pretty good all around. I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Rogan, I think, are one of the better ones.
Oh yeah, Rogadon. I'm sad. There's very few pictures of Rogadon, like from the benchmark.
I
So
sent
few
you- I
people
sent
play
you
them.
one.
Yeah, yours.
No, your grotesque creation does not count.
You've made a
Show
clown,
some respect
disgusting
to
clown
Dalamud Red.
creature.
Oh my God.
It doesn't count. He does not represent Rogadon.
He does represent Rogan.
No. Okay, so anyways, the following points are some of the factors that will be resolved by applying the graphical
Nikhil.
update. Yes?
Can you put Dalamud Red in the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Oh,
Finally, he's getting spotlight he
well,
deserves.
if you're gonna put him, you got to put La Creatura too.
Yeah, like creatura.
Yeah, because we do have La Creatura as well. So we might, maybe a mashup, both of them. Okay, no one's going to understand anything.
No,
It's-
watch our streams.
Watch our streams.
Yeah, watch our streams. The following points are some of the factors that will be resolved by applying the graphical update of the actual game to the character creation system. A, lifeless eyes due to a lack of highlights in the pupils, which is interesting. I don't think I noticed that, but I guess...
I think that was more race specific. I think that was it Al Ra in particular? There from Al Ra players,
Yeah.
from what I can tell, that was kind of a big complaint.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Limble eye ring is still kind of a sore spot for some.
Well,
but-
when I imported
It looks-
Mela, the liminal ring for her was darker than I anticipated, but there are options that are much brighter and I prefer. So there are good liminal ring options.
Yeah.
Just
It
sort
also
out.
looks much better when you get into the actual benchmark rather
Yeah.
than creator.
Oh, and they glow really nicely in dark areas, which looks so much cooler than they do in the game now.
I didn't know that.
I
That's
see.
cool.
Facial contours appearing flattened due to incorrect lighting conditions caused by backlighting.
Yeah, so this is one particular issue that I've seen a lot of people say that like it makes in the creator it makes Hyur and Ellison look old or wrinkled.
That's
Did
interesting.
that- I mean,
funny.
I don't know if I don't know if I saw my experience when I tried it out.
No,
That's
no.
if he says so.
Yeah.
It's
He's
specific
explained
face
that.
plates.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's showing the new graphics in the old game.
Yes.
He's explained that. Like it's a shame, but
What I
don't take it as is.
So here's the thing that explained what I was seeing during the character creator, and it's such a funny, like, spaghetti reason. A lack of gloss or excessive appearance of gloss due to character creation exclusive weather conditions, i.e. the use of thunderclouds. So sometimes your
It
character's
is-
just literally wet due to weather in
That's
the
funny.
creator.
So bad for dark skinned characters. I am so sorry that there are other darker skinned people that think it looks good. I think you're so wrong.
They can have their opinion.
Yeah,
I mean
you're
for
wrong.
like specifically I'm talking about
You don't know
like
what your
the-
skin tone looks like.
no. I mean specifically for like the rightmost column of skin tones. Like
Uh-huh.
you can still be dark and be a little bit further than that. But the specular is so fucking high on the right, and that does carry into the game in cutscenes. You see it as well. It's like they made black people greasy. It's weird.
But I think I feel like everything looked. That's my big. And I just had thunderclouds constantly while I was doing my character. editing.
Yeah.
But everyone looked greasy to me. Like even like not when you make
Yeah,
like a
like
rough bar.
waxy almost.
Yeah, they look waxy. I agree.
Mm.
I
I
even
think it's
Like a beautiful apple.
yeah.
yes.
I think a lot of this, like, I appreciate that, you know, people are seeing this and thinking this is how the game will be, but I think you have to just wait and see how it looks when the final
yeah.
product's released, and then it may look better. If it doesn't look better in
Well,
the final product, absolutely, you have more of a right to say this isn't what I wanted.
Well,
but-
what you'll know for sure now is that when they release the updated benchmark, it's going to be much closer, if not final,
That's
to
also true.
Dawntrail's character creator.
Oh,
So-
that's scary. Just hearing that.
Sorry,
But I mean,
just
like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I liked what chat said about the recreating Dolphin game.
Who?
Oh, Dolphy, I hate that.
Who's
You know, the Stola doll.
Oh,
The
I've
company that made
tried.
those.
Why would you remind me of that? That's horrendous. I hated that.
brought it up.
No.
Yeah, chat, stop. Okay. The special conditions created for the existing character creation system are largely responsible for the points outlined above. Changing these settings should greatly improve the situation, and I would appreciate it if you would bear with us as we work on updating the benchmark. So there you go.
Thanks, Yoshi-P, for going absolutely above and beyond what should be reasonably
What?
expected of a benchmark, which is simply to see if your computer can run a game or not.
Yeah.
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 It's like the same as a demo. It's not.
Yeah, it's not the
I
final
know.
product, and it's not that serious.
Feedback
I
is
think we
important,
all
but
That's true.
Yeah,
the outrage.
I
was a
think
bit
we all
much.
agree that this is over the top, but like
Yes.
this is the kind of like customer service that has resulted in 14 having such a like well-respected
Oh, yeah.
community.
Oh yeah, they
outrage.
respond very
I
quickly.
mean, it's
to the community.
incredible. To
We're very
do this.
spoiled. We're very spoiled.
We are, yeah.
It's very funny because this happened. Our graphical update sort of reveal happened at the same time as another game, Pokemon Go. I don't know if you've watched any of that.
Yeah.
And they are having a
They've
rough
gone in the
time
opposite direction. Yeah, they've gone the wrong direction with it.
because
They've turned everyone into La Creatura.
That's just sad. And they have no say, obviously. When they roll something out, that's final. That's happening.
Oh, thanks, Niantic.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, it just looks so. They ruined the kind of like anime style they had.
Yeah,
What the
Yeah,
they made
I
it
logged
into some
in.
weird, clunky, like just horrible-looking creatures.
Yeah, it's not.
They just look generic and boring.
Yeah.
Mm,
I logged in for the
ooh.
first time on my Pokemon Go account since like 2018. And I barely recognized my character. So very interesting. Though it
Yeah,
might just because I
might
forgot what he
delete it.
looked like. But yeah. Why am I opening Pokemon Go as if
I'm
this is
gonna log in
relevant
now.
I was
in
wondering
any
why
way?
you were doing it.
You're crazy.
Get ready for Cleffa Okay. We've upgraded
Go on
syncing
the
contacts.
stream.
No, I don't want to sync contacts. Thank you. I don't.
Your brother's got to know
Yeah.
what's going on in Pokemon
I've
Go.
got Umbreon and a pink shirt. That's my. There it is.
Ooh, it's,
You can't even
it's
see
so
it.
amber. I love
It's
it.
so amber. Okay, well there you go. That's my,
My
Pokemon
character's
Go.
a creature.
Yeah,
Thank you, Yoshi-P.
there he is.
I
There he
have a
is.
little Pikachu with a Christmas hat.
Oh God.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'll say I think again most of the criticism is, I mean, a lot of it's not all of it's useful because again
Yeah.
it is difficult to express this kind of stuff when you know something's wrong with the face. It is
Yeah.
very
Mm.
hard to say,
Mhm.
and I do think the concerns are legitimate. But we're giving them a chance.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we say what we think here in a
Mhm.
good expressive way, and hopefully give them time to work on it. You know.
Yeah.
You're just simps for Yoshi-P.
That's what we are. Yeah, we're famously famously so. Issues related to certain data. There's more. Number 2, issues related to certain data and processes. Based on the wide range of feedback on the official forums and social media, we were able to pinpoint a number of issues in the data and certain processes which manifested due to a need to modify an enormous amount of data. I sincerely apologize.
Say the rest of it in a Norwegian accent.
No, I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience these issues have caused. Naturally, these issues are steadily being addressed as we finalize our development of Dawntrail. However, these issues remained in the benchmark due to simple data-related errors or neglecting to reflect the upcoming changes to the benchmark environment. The following are examples of issues which fall into this category. A. An issue with unimplemented high-resolution textures, including those for certain playable races. So, is this talking about the... I saw some pictures
Oh, the
of
outfit?
the Vieira ears, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thing.
Yeah.
there are issues with like face paint and stuff being like the old face. It doesn't matter that much. It's I think it's fair to say it was obviously not intended.
No.
I would suspect this might also affect the seams in the neck.
Yes.
I like the neck seams. I
that's
like having this
definitely-
weird like ethereal slice in my neck.
Yeah.
It's like modding a Bethesda game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like an older one. But no, I mean that stuff like that, it's like, okay, that's just a bug.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah. B, an issue pertaining to special data processes. Okay.
Specific.
Something mysterious.
Data was specific.
It was processed, and that was cool, or not. C, an issue with necklines for playable races under certain... Oh, that's its own category. An issue with necklines for playable races under certain circumstances. So,
I wonder
there's
what
that.
those circumstances are.
Yeah.
Having a neck.
And then an
like
issue
Lavafells.
with uncorrected scaling for the mouth of certain playable
Okay.
races.
Have you looked at a Lalafeld's
Oh,
mouth?
yeah. Yes.
In their teeth.
Their teeth. They look like dolphins.
It's not. Yeah, their teeth aren't stretched to their mouth. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is disgusting.
Oh, I want to
They've
see
got
it.
like imagine like normal teeth inside like the mouth of the Joker.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like it's a very wide mouth, but the teeth go backwards rather than like spread out to fill the whole mouth.
But that's part of something that's kind of fascinated me with this update. So we've talked about, I mentioned before that there's a lot that they've done to the characters that we don't really see, but the mouth has been updated. There's like the teeth look 3D now. Not
Yeah,
just
they
this
are
weird,
three-dimensional
Yeah, they're
now.
3D. They're not like this weird like 2D thing that we have, like the paper that we have now. Also, you can see it in this picture. There's a tongue, and
Yeah,
from what I've
Oh,
seen,
yeah.
that tongue
Yeah.
is rigged. I saw someone
What does
on
that tongue
Twitter
do?
Oh well, wait till you
show a
find
picture
out.
of a
ERP
character model where they
is-
had pulled out the tongue. And I'm like, oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy,
my.
what have you done? But it's there.
Watch out, Mod Beast.
I'm gonna-
You got a new thing to
I'm going
play.
to tell you this right now. Tongue mods already existed.
Yeah,
So
but
this
they
is
are.
gonna make it easier for
The
them.
work
Now
has
it's
been done
official.
for them.
Yeah.
Now they don't have to
Yeah.
add
Also,
anything.
Oh, yeah.
you know what else? Official feet update.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
finally.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are real
Yeah.
toesies now. They're not little sausages.
And fingers. They've apparently updated both the fingers and the feet, so should be better. Not sausage fingers or like stumps anymore. Yeah, go ahead.
In regards to scaling in the mouth, Chad also brought up the fangs on female Makoto
Right.
might also be to
Yeah.
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Possibly. He doesn't specify which.
No, he
whatever,
doesn't.
but
No.
Yeah.
The above issues can be corrected. I would appreciate it if you would bear with us until they are resolved. So essentially saying, please shut up while we fix. Naturally, these issues will be addressed in the release version of Dawntrail.
So
Naturally,
don't expect
he
them to be.
says.
Well, don't. What he's saying in a nicer way. Don't expect these to necessarily be fixed in the updated benchmark.
Yes, this is a deeper issue. Correction, and then number 3, correction and replacement of the Dawntrail benchmark. In order to
The
resolve
Dolphy Trail benchmark.
Dawntrail benchmark. In order to resolve the points outlined in 1 and 2, we are planning for a replacement of the benchmark software. As we require some time to investigate the issues and reconstruct the benchmark environment, the timing and further details of the replacement will be announced later. We will also continue to make adjustments which will incorporate as much of your feedback as possible into the revision of the benchmark, as well as the release version of Dawntrail. Due to different release dates, however, there are likely to be some differences between the benchmark software and the release version. My apologies for asking you to bear with us as we address the points of concern. The team and I will continue doing our best for the graphical update and Dawntrail's release, and we would appreciate your continued support. Naoki Yoshida, Final Fantasy XIV Producer Director.
all right. It's not Jover yet. Possibly. Wait till the full release.
Yes.
After that,
Yeah.
you can say it's Jover.
Yes.
After the full release, if you don't like your character and you have
Just
used
delete.
the Fantasia and you can't make a character that you like the look of, then you have a right to complain.
Yeah. But you have to, something you have to come to terms with is that this update is happening we're not gonna.
Yeah.
He's not gonna just go. Well, I guess we revert back.
Graphics,
That's not
graphics going
happening.
back to how they look. Yeah.
So-
the game's going to look much better.
It is
you
for
can
the-
see in the benchmark how much better it looks.
The game
But
looks.
I would say-
Yeah, go on.
Still keep giving good feedback.
Yes, good feedback
good
is
feedback.
good
If
feedback.
The Vieira no smudge is gone, I will riot.
That's
To be honest,
valid
I think the no smudge should be taken away.
No,
from-
I will firebomb your house, Mela. Absolutely.
I mean, at least make it like if you make it toggleable, then like if you want to like not have
To
it.
be honest, it probably is toggleable,
I mean,
and you've just not played
It
around
is.
with it.
It in the current game, it is toggleable. It
Oh, it
was
is?
not as visible. Yes.
Oh, but it's just like
There were
when you
people
toggle it
in-
on, it's barely visible. So what's the point?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. There were people in the chat saying that they don't use it anyway. So
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
maybe
But
they're
it should
taking
be
it away
a-
because people don't use
They're
it.
real
Rollo.
A
gamers. They're
Vieira
real
with no
gamers.
no smudge, you're no Vieira to me.
No.
Get out of here.
A VR with no Mo's smudge.
Okay, well there you go. Yeah, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't like complain when you are not happy with how it looks.
When
but
there
are limits.
But-
You don't.
Yeah.
You know, change is
There's a
happening.
This is clearly
It's-
it's a demo situation. It's
Yeah.
There's
You're
a difference between constructive and unconstructive feedback.
yes,
very true.
yes. But you're also completely valid if you don't like what your character looks like in the updated shader. But you'll get used to it. You'll get used to
That's
it.
true.
Yeah, it'll
If all you say is
Or you
don't like
leave.
how the game looks
or you
now,
leave. Yeah.
you're not valid.
I hope everyone stays super waxy.
Stay waxy, everyone. Stay
I don't
waxy.
mind.
I don't. I mean, I think most of what we were really happy with was the environmental material
Exactly.
changes.
Yeah.
We didn't really comment as much on the character
No.
changes.
No.
No,
That's a lot of
It
it's in
just-
motion. It's kind of hard to see.
it also just felt
so
natural.
Yes.
Most of it feels like a natural iteration of the game.
Yes.
At least in my opinion, like a lot. No, my character mostly looks like my character still,
Mhm.
and it
But
feels
see,
fine.
that's what I'm saying, though, that there's like winners and losers in this update because you just, just different settings, certain things will just look extremely different or not as intended.
I mean,
or as what the person wanted.
Play
human,
around with the options like close to what your character looks like, and maybe you'll find something that you do like.
for the waxy thing, I mean, we are a little waxy, aren't we? Like, our skin can be a little shiny.
It can be, yeah.
So,
Yeah, but like different degrees.
Well,
like
I'm just
you can look at
checking.
Yeah.
you can look at me and in Lukiel, like he doesn't have a big shine on him because he's paler, but on me, you see, you can see
Right.
the light reflects a lot more,
Mhm.
but not as much as it does in 14 right now. In that
No.
benchmark,
No.
it is like grease slather slime.
they're like
Maybe
almost
the
Along-
character.
sweaty.
Well, there have been issues with the weather effects. Maybe your greasy man was partially impacted by that
Yeah.
issue.
Maybe there were
I'm
thunderclouds
hoping.
above. You didn't know because you were in the ethereal.
Just-
I
Just
am
see how
more
they
than
look in the
willing.
final product.
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to give him a chance, but we'll wait
They're
and
doing their
see.
best, man. They're doing their best.
We're all adapting to this update. It will take
Yeah.
some time to get used to, but it'll pass. It'll pass. They are
my-
competent people working on this game. They will sort it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
My one complaint is I can't use my actual haircut in the benchmark trailer.
Oh,
No,
same.
you can't use any like non.
I'm not. I know you
default.
can somehow
Can you not?
Brute
So I had to
force
use
it
the
in.
heels.
Yeah.
You can brute force the
Cursed.
haircuts in, but you shouldn't have to brute
Yeah.
force it in.
Oh yeah, you can
just-
import
Yeah, I
your
know you
character.
can. Yeah,
apparently.
I'm aware of it. I imported my character. Didn't let me do it.
Really?
Yeah, you have to change some options somewhere.
Yeah,
but it's
there's
not
some-
worth
Yeah,
the
you have,
effort.
you have. It's more than just importing. You have
Yeah,
to.
it should just be
Uh,
that. It should just be an option.
Yeah.
By the way, I mean, I guess you can say the April Fool's thing. If you change your date to April 1st, then
Oh yeah, I need to play around. Yeah, I want to try.
it changes Meteor or Derplander to Hildebrand or
Or
Brandyhild.
Brandyhild.
Yeah, it's so
But-
cool.
I think the bug thing was very apparent if you get normal Hildebrand because he just looks like the current 14 model slapped in there, and he looks weird.
Oh,
He looks strange.
I see. Yeah.
Grainy, and like I
Grainy.
feel like you can see a seam on his face.
Okay.
It's
wow.
Oh my
super
God.
strange.
I haven't actually.
I
I've
think
only
that
seen
might-
the pictures.
That might just be the scar
Yeah,
he
same.
has from when he had a playing card flicked into
Yeah.
the center of his
Ah,
forehead. Rollo.
yes. Yes.
I
of
don't
course.
think you
His
should make fun of
nose,
people
too?
in their scar. Yeah, sure.
It's big.
Don't make,
He's scarred.
make fun of people's scars. You're very rude right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like we've covered everything on the benchmark now.
Hold your jokers.
Yeah. See
Yeah.
what happens, guys.
Yeah. See what happens. Leave your again in the
Reasonably
comments.
high chance of a free Fantasia, but maybe they haven't fully confirmed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But more than likely they will.
More than likely, especially after this, I think.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
feel more inclined to do it.
So you should be able to get a character that you
It
have.
will be fine. It will be fine. But again,
And to be honest, you just put on a big helmet if you don't like how your character looks.
that's true. You could just cover up.
No, there are cutscenes that take off your helmet.
That's true as
Yeah,
well.
there are.
So there's no escaping
Well,
it.
just detach yourself from your character.
Detach. Okay, well, there you go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'm just thanking everyone now. Thanks. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Natalie, or whatever you were called.
Thanks, Nat. Shout out to Natalie again. Hey, girl! If you're watching the YouTube version, you this is a reference to nothing, because we probably cut this out of the episode.
If you're watching the YouTube version, I hope you enjoyed the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, that's it, folks. The end of the show. It's here. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Remember to follow on Twitter at SpeakersXLV, twitch.tv/SpeakersXLV, youtube.com/SpeakersXLV, exclamation Discord in chat if you want to join our Discord server. If you're watching on demand, links in the description. Remember to send us MogMail, speakersxlv.com/MogMail. Maybe give us some input on how you felt about the character creator and the benchmark. Maybe give us.
Are you a winner or a loser in the update?
Yeah.
Right. All right. We'll see you.
And in real life.
If you're watching live, post show is coming up. If not, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.